friends, welcome back, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Nikki. I'll put my usual video on the screen showing you how to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell so that you don't miss out on my almost daily uploads. If you are new around here, I upload about 4 to 5 times a week on this channel, so subscribe and hit the bell so that you don't miss out. A little bit about me: I've been a part-time reseller for 10 years on eBay, and my friends, I sell everything on eBay. I tell you all the time, I sold my car on eBay, I sell cleaning products, I sell clothing, I sell shoes, I sell makeup, I sell everything. And one of the most profitable areas that I sell in are discontinued items. And when I say discontinued items, I mean everything. Think discontinued cleaning products, household products, discontinued hair rollers. I mean, I just sell everything. It's one of the reasons I love eBay. But I've also been selling on Amazon, Poshmark, and ThredUp for 2 years. So I recently posted on the Reselling Instagram a major bolo, and I just had no idea how many of you guys were interested in selling discontinued products. So if you're not following the Reselling Instagram, I'm going to be sharing bolos on there a couple times a week. I'll leave a link to the Reselling Instagram down below, but so many of you are like, yes, please tell us more discontinued items that you sell. I want to know them. So I'm just going to do a what sold on some of my most profitable discontinued items, but definitely check the Reselling Instagram. I'd love to hit 10,000 subscribers there in 2021. We're currently at like 1,200. So yeah, follow the Reselling Instagram, friends. It would mean a lot to me. Okay, so let's just jump into it. I'm going to tell you what I sold the item for, where I sold it, and all that jazz. So if I could get into my phone. I cannot unlock my phone. I think I got my phone wet and the 4 no longer works. It thinks I'm pushing 8. I go through so many cell phones. It's ridiculous. I'll move over and put photos of everything here. First up, I didn't know this was discontinued until I looked it up. I found this in a thrift store. I paid $2.50 for it. This is Moonlight Path from Bath & Body Works. It's an eau de toilette. Apparently this has been discontinued for a long time. Let me know if you guys have heard of it. You guys, I sold this for $125.95 on Amazon. Oh, I'm not going to be sharing bolos with you guys until I sell out of things. That's just something that I think every reseller should practice. We don't need to be sharing everything with everybody. I used to share bolos with people while I was still selling it. People would find it and then tank the price for me, and I wouldn't make as much money. So I'm only going to show you things that have sold out for me or that I no longer have, just because we all make more money that way. I think we all know that, especially us experienced resellers. You guys all know that. It's all love, friends. I'm still trying to help you out, but I can't tell you until I sell out. So this was a great flip, you guys. And a lot of you asked me, how do you know if something's discontinued? You guys, I don't. I just scan everything. And yes, videos are coming on how to scan on Amazon and eBay. It's really simple. I just use the apps to do it, but I'm going to actually record my screen and show you step by step so you cannot go wrong. Those videos are coming soon, but that's what I do, you guys. I just scan everything. And if something looks super old, I'm definitely going to scan it. And so I don't know why, but in LA, they do not sell a lot of beauty products in the thrift stores. They just don't. Like, I've been to places like Washington where they have bags and walls of like beauty products. Oh my God. If you've seen the video Come Thrift With Me in Minneapolis, that thrift store had a department store of beauty products. Oh my God. I only had like an hour there. You guys, I could have spent, no joke, an entire 48 hours at that store. But yeah, here in Los Angeles, they just don't have a lot. So when I saw this, I was like laser beam. I was like, oh my God, a beauty product? What a great flip. Thank God I did not pass that up, friends. So let me know if you've heard of that scent before. Apparently it was really popular back in its heyday. Moonlight Path. And I don't know that I don't think you can find it anymore in stores. Who knew? Here's another one. We're going totally like away from a beauty product. This is Drano Crystals. I found this at like some dusty little grocery store outside of Los Angeles. I think it was like an hour outside of Los Angeles. I picked up 10 of these. I paid $2 each, and each sold for $44. So it's like some professional strength like clog remover for kitchen sinks, but it hasn't been made for years. And I sold each of them for $44. Do the math there, friends. $44 minus, what did I say? Was it $2.50 or $2? It was under $3. Let's just say $3 to make it safe. So 41 bucks times 10. I'm telling you, all of my clothing reseller friends, if you're interested in branching out, I always recommend, if you're just starting on Amazon, I recommend selling books. They're the easiest to scan, the easiest to find, and it's going to take you a while to get ungated before you can sell things like this on Amazon. I sold this on Amazon. But once you get ungated on Amazon, you can sell these things, or even just selling them on eBay, friends. There's great profit to be made out there. And you don't have to measure anything. You can take a photo in your car. Like literally, you can. Scanning from the app, doing photos from the app now, it'll even put a white background for you. I don't really like uploading from my phone. I tend to I use this camera that I'm filming with. It's a very expensive camera, but that's why I like using it, because it takes crystal clear photos. I'll link it down below. I actually did a video on all the supplies that a reseller could use to help like up your reselling business game, as I should say, I guess. I'll leave a link to it down below, but I love this camera. It's lasted me for like 5 years now, and it takes awesome photos. So I'll leave a link to it down below, but this was a great flip. Okay, this is something else I found in the thrift store, and I was just like, what is that doing here? This is a Jeffree Star Alien New in Box eyeshadow palette. I guess this eyeshadow palette was discontinued. I've never purchased anything from Jeffree Star. His stuff is really popular. They discontinue a lot of their stuff. They'll bring out like limited edition stuff, and then it's discontinued and you can never get it again. I paid $5 for this and sold it for $75 on eBay with free shipping. So yeah, I knew it was something that I should look up because it just looked like kind of dusty, like it had been there a while, and they actually had it behind the counter, so the girl's like watching me. This is that thrift store where I get a lot of my high-end purses from. If you haven't seen those luxury hauls, I'll link them down below, but they like watch you, like laser beam you. Anytime they hand you something from behind the counter, and she was like looking at me, I was like, I'm gonna look this up on eBay. She was like, okay, because she was like looking at my phone like, what is she doing? Like, why is she looking at this so closely? And I told her, and she was fine with it. They know me there now. But yeah, friends, I just knew. I was like, that looks like that's been sitting there a while. So that's something to be on the lookout for. Jeffree Star stuff, if it's limited edition, or, I mean, you have to hold on to it for a long time probably before, you know, it needs to sell out. And it needs to be something that's coveted and really popular. But there's a business for that there. If you want to like look up or buy things that are limited edition, like beauty products, because they do that a lot, and then hold on to it for a year. I mean, sometimes you do have to hold on to these things for like 2-3 more years. But if you have the space and you can hold on to it, there's big money to be made there. But you have to have the money to put into it and be okay with not getting it back sometimes, like I said, for years. Not everybody can do that. A lot of us sellers want to turn and burn. I'm one of those people, but I'm just saying, I've noticed there's a huge market out there for that stuff. And I should have mentioned this in the beginning, but I always get like 1 or 2 comments like, you're robbing people of money. How could you charge that much? Listen. Something is worth whatever someone will pay for it. If somebody wants that Jeffree Star Cosmetics eyeshadow palette and they're willing to pay $100, it's worth $100 to them. Do not come for me. If they can't find it anywhere else and they want to buy it from me, let me be the supplier of their dreams. Okay? Okay? Like, I don't understand that. Like, I have myself personally paid up for things that I just can't find anywhere else. And if someone did the grunt work for me, found it, posted it, and is selling it, and that's how they make their living, fine. I don't care. Again, I'm a reseller, but I always get like 1 or 2 comments like, how could you do that? You should charge a fair price. The fair price is whatever that person wants to pay for it, friends. Okay? Moving on, another beauty item. This was brand new in box. Found this at that same store where I find a lot of my luxury items. This Clinique Super Moisture was a shade 06 Neutral. It's like a not even a foundation. It's more like a BB cream or like a tint, like a foundation tint. I picked this up for $3 and this sold for $70.99 on Amazon. I always have trouble finding like how old these things are. Like I can find them on Google and I can tell, like it'll say sold out everywhere. You can't find it, but it's hard for me to find like how old they are. Like that Moonlight Path, That Eau de Toilette was pretty old. This one I don't think was that old, but it's really hard to find. I couldn't tell if the shade was discontinued or the whole range, but this lady was so excited. She actually sent me a note. And people never send notes on Amazon unless they're pissed off about something. And she was just like, thank you so much. I've been searching for this. You've made like my holidays. And I was like, great. Okay, next up we have this Future Shine. Have you guys ever heard? I had never heard of this cleaner before. This is the Future Shine Johnson Premium Floor Finish. So I sold 2 of these. I paid $2 each for these, and they sold for $70 with free shipping. This I sold on eBay. I had never heard of this. This was that little dusty grocery store that I find a lot of my stuff. I love going in there. The thing about these grocery stores that I've noticed, they don't change their inventory out very frequently. So I don't hit them up very often. Like if I go once a month, that's usually enough because that's part of the reason the stuff there is so old. They just leave it on the shelves. So I don't go there very often, once a month, sometimes once every other month, because for a while I was going every month and I was just seeing the same thing. So sometimes I go once every other month, and I found these when I hadn't been for 2 months, and I was like, score. Have you guys ever heard of that before? I had never heard of it. The guy was like, he was ringing me up, he's like, whoa, I haven't seen these in a long time. So that told me, I was like, we're hitting the money here. But yeah, friends, I love selling discontinued products. I just love it. So follow the Reselling Instagram for more up-to-date bolos. I'm going to start sharing a couple a week. I just had no idea you guys were interested in that. I thought you just wanted to hear about like clothing reselling, but turns out there's a whole world of people just like me who geek out over like discontinued stuff and want to know the ins and outs of it. So if you want to see more videos like this, let me know. I did one before where I talk about how I look for things, what I look for. So if you haven't seen that one, I'll link it down below. And I just take you through like step by step what I look for, how I know if something's discontinued, how I look it up, all that stuff. So I'll leave a link to that down below. You can check out my other videos.